It is indeed my pleasure to be here this evening to offer some brief remarks on behalf of the St. Vincent and the Grenadines Hotel and Tourism Association. It is especially nice to see a lot of movers and shakers in the audience. I will take a little time to talk briefly on what needs to be done by the stakeholders as well as the government of St. Vincent and the Grenadines to help our domestic tourism sector to develop and grow. I believe that the people of St. Vincent and the Grenadines are our country's greatest asset. Our country is spectacularly beautiful and diverse. Our destination has everything a visitor is looking for when they come to the Caribbean. Our task now is to market it and to protect it. One of our major problems is getting our visitors to our shore, especially from an international market. Studies have shown that the development of the Argyle International Airport will definitely have a positive effect on the further development of tourism in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. With a timely and effective promotion plan, the completion of the facilities, and the coming together of all stakeholders, we will be ahead of the game. Here are some areas I would like to address. Education. Presently, the SVGHTA is working with the Ministry of Tourism on their schools education program. This effort needs to be seriously intensified as many children are not aware of the importance of tourism in our economy. It would be beneficial if tourism becomes a serious subject area and not just a topic that is touched briefly. We also collaborate with the Ministry on the Service Excellence Program. This at present targets persons working within the industry, but we feel needs to be more far-reaching. Funding permitting, there is need for more community awareness programs and customer service workshops which shout tourism is everybody's business. Tourism is not only airlines, taxis, hotels, and tours. Programs need to encompass shop and bank clerks, the police, the teachers, and many, many more. On arrival to our country, our airport and our immigration officer is the first contact made. This is where our holiday begins. We need to understand that tourism is the boy kicking a football, the fisherman and the farmers. Tourism is the scuba diver, the taxi driver, the tour guides. Tourism is the lady with that amazing voice in the church choir. Tourism is all of you. Sports tourism and gospel and faith-based tourism is growing rapidly. Just reflect on the packed stands at the Annisvale playing field recently held in our one-day cricket matches. At this time, it was impossible to come in or leave St. Vincent if you had not booked way ahead of time. With the coming of the airport, no problem. Next area are rooms. We have been working with the Tourism Authority in the development of the tourism standards. We are now in the process of implementing these standards, which have been long in coming and much needed. As with any change, there are challenges, and we at the St. Vincent and Grenadines Hotel and Tourism Association pledge to work really hard with our members to ensure that the required standards are achieved. Licensing and policing would have to be in place, as these standards cannot exist for a selected few. This is urgently needed, and all sectors of the industry must take part, because airlines and tour operators need to know that quality standards exist in all levels. This being said, upgrades and additions do not come cheaply, and it would be necessary for stakeholders to have access to finances in the forms of loans to improve or to bring existing properties at least to minimum standards. We cannot invite the guests to come here and then fix the room after they have arrived. We must have our product ready now. Our rooms. I am going on to our training. Increased training is needed by all in the service sector, and the completion of the Hospitality and the Marine Institute is imperative. Person needs to receive accreditation after completing required courses, and persons in the industry need to be recognized, and proper accreditation must be given those who have the necessary requirements. Safety and security. This area is of major concern to all. Especially in the yachting sector, discussions were held with the government, the police, the Coast Guard, and yacht operators to deal with this issue. The idea of that task force needs to be revisited. The policing of our waters is an extremely difficult task as we have so much water around us. This task will become easier with the collaboration of this vital sector. Crime is not carried out only on visiting yachts, but it is also carried out by yachts visiting. We have yachts that carry out illegal tours, who are cruising in our waters illegally, who have a whole wine shop on board. So we also need to be mindful that it is on both sides, and it needs to be addressed. Linkages need to be strengthened. All stakeholders must play their part in making this airport a success. Invest SVG, banks, all the ministries, the Chambers of Industry and Commerce, SEED, UWI, and all associations must work together. The coming of the Argyle International Airport will have a great impact on our small island nation. Many opportunities for investment, both foreign and local, will arise. There will be the need for trained and managed taxi services. The taxis will also need incentives for upgrading. And there would be a need for a hotel airport. Homestay opportunities would arrive. We saw this coming around when we had the World Cup cricket, where persons opened their homes and offered homestay. This needs to be managed, as you don't want persons staying in anywhere, and as you know, one bad apple could spoil the whole barrel. More rooms, upgrade of new sites and attractions, entertainment. When we say entertainment that is for everyone, because we do also have a problem with noise pollution, where a lot of our properties have guests leaving or complaining because of the amount of noise around the hotel. So zoning and this has to be an issue that we have to look at seriously as well. More duty-free shopping, and these are all the opportunities that are out there for us, and we look forward to working with everyone, as it cannot happen if we don't all work together.